Hello, my beautiful Saggies. Welcome back to Unbound Soul Tarot. I'm Helen, and this week we are back again at the unconditional love station, meaning we're going to be looking at the messages that the angels who wish to speak to you and guide you at this time have for you. We're going to find that information out with the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck over here, and then we're going to get some more info on these messages with the Ethereal Visions Tarot. So please just remember as well that this is still a general reading. So as you're watching this reading, just take what is for you and leave the rest behind, because not all of the messages are going to be resonating for every single one of you. Now that the intro is out of the way, I did want to just kind of tell you what I was sensing and feeling as I was preparing the decks for you. So it's interesting, but sometimes when I shuffle the cards and I'm preparing the decks for the reading, the way that the cards behave kind of indicate also what kind of energy the sign is in that I am doing the reading for. So as I was kind of focusing on your energy, I really noticed how stiff the cards were. Both decks actually were really stiff. It was really difficult to shuffle them. So almost like they didn't want to be like bended or flexed or anything like that. So I don't know why, but I just kind of got in my head that you're very set in your ways at this time, and it's almost like you don't want to be influenced or shaped, or like, I don't know. It's like you just want to be where you are and do what you're doing and just like, I don't know, it's very like individualistic, the energy that I was feeling, and again very fixed, which is interesting because you by nature are a mutable sign, but this energy with the cards I was feeling was very fixed, very set in your ways. So if this is you, if you're resonating with what I'm saying and that's how you feel, it might be that the messages coming through for you or coming through this reading are specifically targeted at you. You might resonate with them more so. But yeah, basically that's just what I wanted to point out, that I was kind of feeling and sensing. But let's look at the cards. So let's see what the angels have to say to you. We're going to start with what the angels are applauding you on, or what you have been doing that is in alignment with your highest good. Then we're going to see what is still blocked within you, what the angels want you to pay attention to or be mindful of. And lastly, we're going to see what kind of angelic blessing is coming your way. So starting with what the angels are applauding you on. Oh, that was really quick. Wow, winter, take care of your needs. Yeah, okay, wow. High Priest, Intend and Create. So with this, I just want to point out straight away that this is very individualistic energy. This is exactly the kind of energy that I was feeling, where it's like, basically you want to be left alone, you don't want to be disturbed, you don't want to be annoyed by anyone. And it's almost like you're kind of, it's like you're easily pushed over the edge. There's something going on with your emotional space, I'm feeling. And it's also interesting that the card that has come out for you is winter. And as I was talking about the cards being really stiff, makes sense that you're in this more cold energy. And I mean, it's not to say that you are like actually emotionally cold towards other people, not that at all. But it's more so talking about just warming your inner world and being more focused, being more oriented on your inner workings, how you are feeling, what you're going through, what your body is telling you. So it's just, again, very much like focusing on your own personal needs, right? As the card says, which is what clearly you are supposed to be doing anyway, because this is what the angels are applauding you on. So, okay, sorry, my voice is already acting up, but let's look at what is still blocked within you. it feels like whatever this energy is, like whatever this more, maybe for some of you actually like physically distant as well, but more so I feel it, as I said, like on an emotional and energetic level, more of this like distant energy where you are kind of nurturing yourself more so than others. It might be very important for you to be in that energy so that you could create something, because remember the underlying energy was intend and create. So it might be a very important part in the process where you kind of need to reserve your energy or recharge your batteries or something like that, so that you could start something new or move forward with your projects, with your endeavors in full force. But again, let's look at what is blocked within you. This one. Whoa, protection guardian, drop your shields. Wow, yeah, what was I saying? For some of you, you are definitely actually like physically keeping your distance from other people as well. There's some kind of guardedness with this protection guardian. Yeah, hermit, retreat and recharge. Wow, okay, yeah. Wow, you are definitely, you guys are, you feel very cocooned, very cocooned and very kind of warded off, or it's almost like there's no touching you, there's no access to you, almost, is what I'm feeling. And again, I mean that more so on an emotional and energetic level, and it's only temporary, right? This is just a temporary state for you, because it's crucial for your energy to be targeted at yourself more, so that you could deal with whatever your own emotional, physical, mental needs are at this time. Yeah, let's keep going. I want to see what is the angelic blessing coming your way. Ooh, elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Whoa. Okay, so that might be part of this as well, part of this distancing what you're doing, because it's to work through some kind of ancestral woundings or ancestral trauma, something like that. Whatever this inner work that you are doing right now seems to be connected to some form of ancestral patterns, because this card is coming out over here. We have mirror guardian, take time to reflect as the underlying energy. Oh my goodness, yeah, exactly. It's this is crazy, and it's also so beautiful how these cards are just working in harmony. This is like probably the most cohesive, the most smooth reading that I've seen so far, where just like all of the cards are very, very clearly tied to each other and so supportive of each other. So this is really really some, I don't even know what the right like adjective is to use, but again, it feels big, and we've been getting like really big messages throughout the week already. But yeah, with you guys, as I said, it seems that you are doing a lot of reflection, a lot of introspection, a lot of spending time with yourself, with your feelings, with your thoughts, really trying to figure them out, trying to pinpoint the roots to different aspects of yourself, trying to work out why some aspects within you are the way that they are, and whether they are actually serving you, or whether you can do something to either change them somehow, improve them, or get rid of them completely and take new ideas, new beliefs, new viewpoints on board instead. So yeah, this feels like a really, really large like shadow work or something like that. A lot of like soul searching as well, which again has been kind of a theme for a lot of the signs. But this with you guys feels like almost on a next level, where again, this ancestral patterns or ancestral trauma, ancestral wounding is also embedded in this introspection of yours. I should actually say that what I think I kind of said it as well, but just to make it clear, it feels like the introspection that you're doing right now, where you are kind of distancing yourself, again, whether physically or only like emotionally and energetically speaking, the introspection that you're doing is crucial for the resolving of some of these ancestral patterns, or even breaking some of these ancestral patterns. It's crucial for them to be broken or to be overcome. Yeah, it seems like you are healing not only yourself, but the healing goes beyond you. It kind of becomes like almost generational. It's huge. That's all I can say. And I'm sorry if I'm not like expressing myself in the most fluent and understandable way, but it's really difficult to put it into words, because it just feels so huge. It feels like, again, like it's encompassing several generations. Huge work that you're doing, huge healing going on here. Now, with this protection guardian, this is kind of the block within you, right? This is what the angels want you to be mindful of. So with this, as I said, I feel like you are very guarded at this time. And again, it feels like it's important, or it feels like it's necessary for you, at least at this time, to kind of go through this soul searching and this healing that you're doing. But I feel this on a broader scale, and on a broader scale, it's at least the message that the angels are giving you right now is that it's okay to let your guard down. It's okay. You don't have to be or I should say, in a defensive state all the time, because not everyone wants to take advantage of you. Not everyone wants to benefit off of you somehow. Not everyone has negative intentions toward you. So yeah, it's just, I feel like this is just something to, again, pay attention to and bear in mind, because it's a very shielded, a very guarded energy that I'm getting with this. That is most likely in your heart space. But looking at this angelic blessing that is coming your way, move beyond ancestral patterns. So this is kind of like what I feel is the outcome of your soul searching, is the outcome of your healing. And because this is an angelic blessing, I feel like, again, this is something that the angels are helping you with, right? This is something that is bestowed upon you. This is something that is given to you. So as you are working through this, and I mean, of course, it's you're doing a lot of it on your own as well, but this is kind of telling me that the angels they're just kind of like giving you a hand in that, and making it easier for you to resolve whatever these ancestral patterns or wounds are that you are healing or breaking free from. But let's look at the tarot as well. So I want to see how you can continue going down this most aligned path of yours. Oh, that was really quick. 8 of Wands. Wow. Yeah, it seems like whatever this is. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And the Page of Cups. So with this, I just kind of get that don't lose the momentum. Just keep pursuing and keep your eye on the prize. Keep focused on the goal that you have in mind, which feels like is healing, is some form of greater awareness of yourself and also of your roots and your passions and your deeply embedded, ingrained ways of being. And with the Page of Cups, it feels very, very emotional. One more though, please. The High Priestess in reverse. Wow, this is crazy. The High Priestess has been coming out so many times. Oh, and the 3 of Wands. With this, it kind of just feels like, yeah, just keep breaking down these walls. Keep uncovering the secrets of your inner self, of your true self. keep breaking down these walls. And yeah, just keep exploring, keep seeing, or keep looking for everything that is hidden within you. With the Three of Wands, it feels like you are so on the nose. Like you seem to be headed for success. It seems to be a very, very auspicious, I want to say, auspicious path that you are on. And with this Three of Wands, I also feel like the more you kind of break down these walls, the more you open up your horizons, the more you open up the world to yourself, where you are able to do more, to be more, to have more. It's just like a broadening of the world, because you are opening yourself up. So in turn, it's also reflected back to you in your external realm, where your physical reality starts opening up for you as well. More opportunities, more lucky breaks, more very interesting connections, more serendipitous events and stuff like that. So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep breaking down these walls. But I do want to see what this block is rooted in, why this is here. Oh my goodness, that was so concrete. Oh, and again, we have the family. Oh, this has been, yeah, the Four of Wands has been making quite an appearance as well. So we're getting some repeat cards. We have the Queen of Swords, we have the Four of Wands, and we have the Five of Cups. Oh boy. Oh boy. Kind of need to digest this. Oh, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. So this is really positive though. The Eight of Swords, the Eight of Swords coming out in reverse. But don't like the Emperor in reverse though. I don't like that. This feels like a lot of restriction and a lot of demands, a lot of rules. And I also want to say like unreasonable rules or unreasonable restrictions and norms. But okay, let's look at this. So what is this block? What is this guarded off energy rooted in? Again, I'm getting a family vibe because of the Four of Wands. I do feel like this is a very strong, this feels like a foundational energy for you, somewhere where you grew up. And with this Five of Cups coming out here, it feels like it wasn't maybe a completely happy one. There's something that is still blocking you, some kind of pain, some kind of childhood wounding that I'm getting. It could be because of this Queen of Swords, if this is like your maternal figure, if this is a parental figure. It doesn't, even though it says queen, it doesn't necessarily have to be a female. It can be a male as well, because this is just the energy. This is the more feminine energy. But again, both males and females have both masculine and feminine energy, so it doesn't necessarily have to be a woman. But I do more strongly feel that this is a maternal figure. And again, because it's the Queen of Swords is not the most motherly type. The Queen of Swords is very strict, very logical, very rational, very practical. Also acts out of what makes sense to her rather than like from her heart space. So it's a very it's somewhat like distant energy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. So if this was your maternal figure, it kind of looks like the pattern kind of runs in the family. Maybe when you were a child, and you know if you resonate with this. If this doesn't resonate with you, then this is not your message, but you'll know if this is for you. So if you had a mother or a maternal figure, a guardian, who wasn't necessarily the most affectionate with you, who was maybe, again, especially with the Emperor in reverse, I feel like demanding energy. I feel a lot of set rules and norms and regulations that you had to abide by without question. and almost like any show of emotion was frowned upon, or it wasn't received very well. So I feel like it might be that this pattern was kind of imprinted onto you, because it's what we do, right? As children, we take on the kind of the patterns of our parents, and we do it unknowingly pretty much, and we only realize that when we grow up and when we start noticing these patterns playing out in our own lives. That's when we start drawing the similarities and actually seeing that we have done so, that we have actually taken on the patterns of our parents, and we just keep repeating them in our own lives, right? But when you're a child, you don't notice that. You don't even see how like this kind of pattern gets ingrained in you. So I do feel that for some of you, it's definitely just coming from kind of a non-affectionate parental figure. But for others of you, it just feels like this energy is what you have taken on because of not a very happy childhood. That's what I'm getting, because the Five of Cups is upright. This tells me that there's something that is still very much clinging onto you, or that you are clinging on to. Again, it feels very foundational. It feels like it's related to your home, to your family, to where you grew up. Because of the lack of emotional support that I'm feeling with this, it feels that you just kind of you've taken on this Queen of Swords energy where you're just closed off, where you don't allow other people near you. Because with this Five of Cups, it feels like when you did, right, the cups over here they've spilled on the ground. When you did allow other people near you, because as children we are open, we are vulnerable, we don't know that we have to protect ourselves. We're just open and very receptive. So when you did give yourself to others, or like when you gave your heart to others, or where you were vulnerable and allowed other people near you, it seems that was kind of either taken advantage of or misused somehow, is just the best way that I can say it. So there's definitely some kind of trauma, something that you are still emotionally very much processing. Even if it's not anything in your awareness currently, you might not consciously keep thinking about it, but it's very much still present in your emotional space. It's very much still present in your heart. So I feel like it's some kind of emotional wound from your childhood that is keeping this block up within you now. Okay, wow, my chest feels so heavy. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Okay, I need to get out of this energy. Let's look at the blessing. I want to focus on the positive now, and kind of I'm hoping that this is really, really, it feels so bad. Oh my goodness. Almost like a rock is on my chest. Like it's difficult to inhale. Like I can feel this weight physically on my chest. Not a great feeling. So let's look at the positive aspect, the angelic blessing. What I want to see is what you can expect with this angelic blessing coming your way. The Two of Wands. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. Oh, and the Death in reverse. Beautiful energy. Where you kind of, this is the broadening up of horizons that I was talking about with this, because the underlying energy was the Three of Wands, and to me the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands, they're very, very similar in energy, very much go hand in hand, almost like two sides of the same coin. So with the Two of Wands, I am feeling like you are broadening up your horizons, like you are expanding and kind of breaking free. One more, please. One more. especially because of the Death card, which was in reverse, which tells me that you are breaking free from whatever has been holding you back, where you've been staying stuck and stagnant. Most likely, this is again very heavily tied to this emotional block that is within you. But as you're working through this, it seems that you are able to, again, remember the Eight of Swords in reverse, you're able to liberate yourself from it. And as you do so, the block is removed and you can actually start moving forward again. What can Sagittarius expect with this angelic blessing? Ooh, the Two of Swords in reverse. You have 2 twos. Wow, numerological synchronicity coming out here. And the Queen of Pentacles is at the bottom. Oh my goodness, I love the Queen of Pentacles energy. Queen of Pentacles is actually a Capricorn card, but it's very earthy. Very earthy, very grounded, very stable, and very nurturing and loving. Okay. So with this Two of Swords coming out in reverse, this is kind of just again, confirming the same message that I was feeling with the Eight of Swords in reverse that I was talking about, and pretty much with the Two of Wands as well. You're coming out of this standstill energy. You're coming out of this like blocked and guarded off and held back energy, which again is very much stemming from the fact that there's a strong emotional wound from your past that is still present in your heart, and it is blocking you from moving forward. It's blocking you from being in touch with your heart space, because our hearts are our strongest compasses. Our hearts are the kind of the main intelligence center that leads us to where we need to go. And when that is like guarded or shut off, or you are somehow disconnected from it, or your heart is very burdened with like grief and loss and pain, it's not working properly. So you don't know what to do, you don't know where to go, and you kind of feel lost and almost like this sense of purposelessness. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if that's a word, but hopefully, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, this is what you're working towards, and it feels like that's exactly what you are getting. That's exactly what you are breaking free from. So wow, but guys, I'm gonna leave it here. I don't want to start overly repeating myself. So yeah, it feels very, very clear to me, and I hope that I was able to portray the messages in a good enough manner so that you got the messages that you needed to get, and it all made sense to you as well, because that's the most important thing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this reading. I feel like you are going to be so solid when you come out of this. Queen of Pentacles energy, absolutely solid. Golden, golden, golden. So yeah, I'm wishing you guys all the best, and a lot of love as well, a lot of love. So if you resonated with this story, if this gave you something useful, then please consider giving me a thumbs up. It would mean so much to me, and it would also let me know that I've been of use to you guys, which is what this channel is all about. And also, if you did enjoy this reading and my energy and my style of doing tarot readings in general, then please don't forget to subscribe so that you wouldn't miss out on the future readings that I will be doing for you guys. Thank you again so much for letting me read for you and for spending this time with me. Please take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.